Have you ever wondered if everything you learned about human history is wrong? What if, at this very moment, thousands of feet beneath the silent waves of the world's oceans, the ruins of an ancient civilization are waiting to be discovered? Not a myth. Not a legend. But the forgotten remains of a people who may have lived, built cities, and disappeared long before the first pyramids rose from the Egyptian desert. Imagine standing on a coastline 50,000 years ago. The air is warm. Massive rivers flow across fertile plains. Families gather around enormous stone structures. Ships carved from ancient wood sail across calm waters. Children run through streets that modern historians insist never existed. Then, everything changes. The ice begins to melt. The sea slowly rises. Year after year. Generation after generation. Entire cities disappear beneath the waves until only silence remains. Thousands of years later, humanity starts over, unaware that another world once existed beneath its feet. Today, scientists, archaeologists, divers, and satellite researchers are uncovering discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew about our past. Could there really be a lost civilization hidden beneath the ocean? Or are we simply seeing patterns where none exist? Tonight, we're diving into one of history's greatest mysteries. A mystery involving sunken cities, impossible structures, ancient maps, forgotten legends, and discoveries that continue to puzzle experts around the world. But before we begin, remember one important fact. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet. Yet humans have explored only a tiny fraction of it. In many ways, we know more about the surface of Mars than we know about the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. That means the greatest archaeological discovery in history might already exist, hidden under miles of water. Long before written history, the Earth looked very different. During the last ice age, enormous glaciers trapped huge amounts of water across North America, Europe, and Asia. Sea levels were not just a few feet lower. They were more than 100 meters lower than they are today. This transformed the world. Land bridges connected continents. Coastlines stretched hundreds of kilometers farther than modern maps show. Millions of people, if they existed along those shores, would now be living beneath the sea. When the Ice Age ended around 12,000 years ago, global temperatures increased. The glaciers melted. The oceans rose. Slowly at first. Then dramatically. Entire valleys vanished beneath expanding seas. Forests became underwater graveyards. Rivers disappeared forever. And any settlements built near those ancient coastlines would have been swallowed by the ocean. This simple geological fact creates an extraordinary possibility. What if archaeologists have been searching in the wrong places all along? For centuries, excavations have focused on dry land. But if the earliest advanced coastal societies existed before sea levels rose, their homes, temples, and monuments would now rest underwater, waiting to be found. Surprisingly, discoveries from around the world seem to support that possibility. Off the coast of India lies the Gulf of Cambay. Using sonar technology, researchers identified unusual geometric formations beneath the seabed. Some scientists suggested they resembled streets, walls, and organized structures. Artifacts recovered nearby appeared astonishingly old, leading to intense debate. Were these the remains of an ancient city? Or simply natural rock formations shaped by geological processes? The controversy remains unresolved. Thousands of miles away near Japan, another mystery emerged. Divers exploring the waters near Yonaguni discovered enormous stone terraces, sharp angles, giant steps, and flat platforms. Some believe nature alone created these formations. Others argue they resemble carefully carved monuments built by human hands. Standing beside these underwater structures, it is difficult not to imagine ancient architects working with incredible precision thousands of years ago. Then there is Dwarka, off the western coast of India. Ancient texts describe it as a magnificent city built by divine beings before sinking into the sea. Marine archaeologists have uncovered walls, anchors, pottery, and stone structures beneath the water. Although many questions remain about their age and origin, the discoveries continue to fuel speculation that legends may contain fragments of historical truth. Perhaps the most famous underwater legend is Atlantis. More than 2,000 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato described a wealthy island civilization possessing extraordinary power and technology. According to his story, Atlantis disappeared beneath the ocean in a single catastrophic event. For centuries, scholars dismissed the tale as philosophy or fiction. Yet every new underwater discovery brings the question back to life. What if Atlantis was inspired by a real place? What if memories of a flooded civilization survived through stories passed from generation to generation until they became myth? Human history is full of flood legends. Mesopotamia tells of a great deluge. Ancient India speaks of civilizations destroyed by water. Native American traditions describe rising seas consuming entire lands. Even cultures separated by thousands of miles share remarkably similar stories. Coincidence? Shared imagination? Or distant memories of a world transformed by rapidly rising oceans? Modern technology is making it possible to investigate these mysteries like never before. High-resolution sonar scans reveal hidden landscapes beneath the sea. Underwater drones explore places too dangerous for divers. Satellite imaging identifies unusual patterns invisible from the surface. Artificial intelligence processes millions of data points, helping researchers locate potential archaeological sites that would have remained undiscovered just a decade ago. Every year, new discoveries emerge. Some prove to be natural formations. Others reveal genuine human settlements lost to time. And every discovery reminds us of one simple truth. History is not complete. It is still being written. Perhaps somewhere beneath the Atlantic, Pacific, or Indian Ocean, an untouched city still stands in darkness. Its streets silent. Its monuments covered by coral. Its secrets preserved by cold water for thousands of years. Waiting for someone brave enough to find them. And if such a civilization is eventually discovered, it would not simply add another chapter to history. It would force humanity to rewrite the entire story of its own origins. The silence beneath the ocean is unlike anything on Earth. No wind. No birds. No human voices. Only darkness stretching for miles in every direction, interrupted by the occasional beam of a research submarine cutting through the black water. Now imagine that light suddenly revealing something impossible. A perfectly straight wall. Then another. And another. Not random rocks. Not coral formations. But massive blocks arranged with geometric precision. The pilot slows the submarine. Everyone inside stops breathing. Because nature rarely builds in straight lines. And what they are looking at appears to be an entire city. If this sounds like science fiction, think again. Every year, marine archaeologists discover structures that challenge our understanding of the ancient world. Some are quickly explained by geology, while others remain stubborn mysteries that continue to divide scientists. The biggest question is not whether underwater ruins exist. The biggest question is who built them. Conventional archaeology tells us that advanced urban civilizations appeared around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago in Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus Valley, and China. Before that, humans supposedly lived mostly as hunter-gatherers. Small communities. Temporary shelters. Simple tools. But recent discoveries have complicated that narrative. In southeastern Turkey stands Göbekli Tepe, a monument built more than 11,000 years ago. Its enormous carved pillars required planning, engineering, and cooperation that researchers never expected from prehistoric societies. Its existence forced historians to reconsider what ancient humans were capable of. If one unexpected monument survived on land, how many others disappeared beneath rising seas? The answer could be thousands. Scientists estimate that after the last ice age, sea levels rose by more than 120 meters. Entire coastlines vanished forever. Places where early humans preferred to settle, near rivers, beaches, and fishing grounds, are now underwater. This means the archaeological record may be incomplete from the very beginning. Imagine trying to understand modern civilization while 70% of every city on Earth was hidden beneath the ocean. You would never know New York existed. London would be invisible. Tokyo would be lost forever. That is exactly the challenge researchers face today. One discovery after another hints that something extraordinary may still be waiting below. Near the coast of Cuba, sonar surveys detected enormous symmetrical formations resting hundreds of meters beneath the surface. Researchers reported shapes resembling pyramids and streets arranged in organized patterns. The images immediately sparked worldwide attention. Could these be the remains of an ancient metropolis? Or were they simply unusual geological formations? Without extensive excavation, nobody can say for certain. The mystery remains unsolved. Meanwhile, off the coast of Greece, divers have explored the submerged city of Pavlopetri. Unlike mythical Atlantis, this city is unquestionably real. Stone buildings, roads, courtyards, burial sites. It has rested beneath the sea for thousands of years, preserved like a time capsule. Pavlopetri proves one critical fact. Entire cities really can disappear beneath the ocean and survive for millennia. If one city exists, why not hundreds? Perhaps somewhere beneath unexplored waters lies a civilization far older than anything we have ever found. This possibility has inspired scientists and explorers for generations. But there is another piece of the puzzle that makes the mystery even more fascinating. Ancient maps. In 1929, researchers studying an old Ottoman document made an astonishing discovery. Known as the Piri Reis map, it accurately depicted coastlines that many believed Europeans had not officially explored at the time. Some enthusiasts claimed it even showed Antarctica without its ice cover. Most historians reject that interpretation and explain the map as a compilation of earlier navigation charts. Yet its remarkable accuracy continues to inspire debate. How much knowledge has humanity lost? Civilizations rise. Civilizations fall. Libraries burn. Kingdoms collapse. Languages disappear. Knowledge that once seemed permanent can vanish within a single generation. History is filled with examples. The Library of Alexandria. The collapse of the Bronze Age. The fall of the Roman Empire. Each event erased enormous amounts of information forever. Now imagine an entire coastal civilization destroyed not by war but by nature itself. There would be no survivors writing history books. No monuments standing above the ground. Only ruins slowly sinking into darkness. After thousands of years, coral would cover the walls. Fish would swim through ancient streets. Sand would bury everything until it became invisible. And humanity would forget it ever existed. Perhaps that is exactly what happened. This idea also explains why flood myths appear across nearly every major culture. The story of Noah. The Epic of Gilgamesh. Ancient Indian traditions. Chinese legends. Stories from Native American tribes. Australian Aboriginal oral histories. Separated by oceans and thousands of years, they all describe devastating floods that transformed the world. Scientists know that the end of the Ice Age brought dramatic sea level rise and massive regional flooding. While these myths are not evidence of a single lost civilization, they may preserve cultural memories of real events experienced by ancient communities. Reality, in this case, may be just as fascinating as legend. Today, technology is allowing researchers to search places that previous generations could never reach. Autonomous underwater vehicles scan the seafloor with incredible precision. Multi-beam sonar creates detailed three-dimensional maps. Artificial intelligence analyzes millions of images looking for unnatural patterns. Every expedition reveals something unexpected. Most discoveries turn out to have natural explanations. But occasionally, researchers find unmistakable signs of human activity. An ancient harbor. Stone anchors. Pottery. Walls. Roads. Each discovery adds another piece to a puzzle that is still far from complete. And perhaps that is what makes this mystery so captivating. We are not investigating a solved chapter of history. We are standing at the edge of the unknown. Somewhere beneath the waves, hidden by darkness and silence, answers may still exist. Answers about forgotten cultures. Forgotten technologies. Forgotten people whose names have been erased by time. The next expedition could uncover nothing at all. Or it could reveal the greatest archaeological discovery in human history. A discovery that forces every history book to be rewritten. Because the ocean has kept its secrets for thousands of years.